Aghon, also known as Ewiniar internationally, continues to strengthen up to typhoon status here on Sunday night heading into Monday morning in the Philippines. And this storm just parked across central and southern Luzon, bringing some serious impacts in Quezon province, some pretty serious flooding taking place out here, not to mention into the Manila area, down trees causing power outages, blocked the roads. We're looking at damage to some homes here. If you have any photos or videos, please share with us, but I hope everyone stayed safe during this storm system. A lot of people were surprised by it, but the reality is we expected it to strengthen and kind of stall out in this area, bringing heavy rainfall. The good news, you look at microwave imagery, two things you notice here. It wrapped up in that eye wall just prior to coming on shore here. It made already a few landfalls, but look right here. Look at that eye. Then it just sat here just south of Manila, pumping in those winds and moistures across, and now it is making that turn towards the north and east. So good news there. We're still going to have impacts across Luzon, but the inner core, the worst of that weather, is making that churn off towards the north. But just look at the intensity even after this came on shore. Over the course of the last 24 hours, it continued to increase. This is satellite analysis, advanced Dvorak, and where it is at right now is pretty much a typhoon storm system. I mean, yeah, there's a forecast from JMA expecting to pull towards the north and east. So let's just actually take a look at our fantastic graphics from Metro Weather Weatherscape here, just showing our storm system parked over Manila. I mean, if this doesn't really give you an idea of how it's just been parked here, look at that eye just east of the city. And pressure continued to drop. Now we're starting to see that churn towards the north and east. So as this front towards the north kind of hooks it, and basically think of a fishing hook, you caught the fish, and now this is going to start to get a move on and kick off here away from Luzon. But we still have all of this inflow on the back side of it. So some people are going to dry out parts of southern Visayas, but I think a lot of us are actually going to see still some showers as this pulls away. And that is on top of a lot of the mountains out here, especially east of Manila, southern Sierra Madres, for example, that have to drain out. As this pulls away, those are going to start to drain out, and we're still going to continue to see river level rise. So where is this going? Well, it's going to kick off here towards the north and east, get a hold of that front. So that is going to keep it south of Okinawa and majority of the southern Japanese islands outside of Minami Daito before it moves out there, and even pushes really close to the Izu Islands, part of actually Tokyo Prefecture, as we go ahead into the latter part of the week, all as a typhoon as it moves away. And there's another look at that forecast as our storm steers south of the Sierra Madre Mountains. And really, as we go ahead through Monday afternoon, a lot of us are going to dry out, but then look ahead in the Tuesday, there's that backside inflow I was talking about that's going to just set up this river of moisture out here and have some pretty decent impacts. And we can look at the additional rainfall on top of what we've already been seeing. Still could see some areas 100 to 200 millimeters. That's on top of what we've already been seeing. And I hope not a lot of people were surprised by this because, I mean, not to toot our own horn, but here at Western Pacific Weather, we've been talking about that potential for some serious flooding in central Luzon around Manila for some days now. Yeah, not day, like almost a week now. We've been saying that this could stall out. So yeah, trying my best to keep everybody informed, but it really goes a long way when you share out these videos and hit that like and subscribe button. So please do take a moment to just check that out. It helps out this channel a lot. So does our Patreon members, by the way. A big shout out to them too. All right, so let's look at the big picture. I'm going to take a wider look here because, of course, we're continuing to watch our storm system pull away, but we're also always watching the tropics back towards the east. And there's another area, we'll keep an eye on it as we look ahead into next week. Long-range guidance kind of picking up on something with the ensembles. But right now, let's get through our storm. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get through the storm that is currently having some pretty serious impacts out here in the Philippines, including around the Manila area where our storm, you know, it's amazing in the atmosphere and the global weather patterns we have today that we can have a storm over land. This is not even a brown ocean effect. It was just popping in between islands that intensified all along, Imagine if this was just in the Philippine Sea without that land interaction, that we would have had a monster super typhoon on our hands. This is over land, and it still was enough with those warm waters, which these warm waters, by the way, and I should make a whole separate video on this, getting in a little analysis here. These warm waters, by the way, a result of the heat we've been seeing in the Philippines. That record heat for days and weeks. Some people are saying it's not that bad. It really was, and it wasn't just how hot it was the persistency of it, which heated up these oceans. And once we got even a little tropical depression in the area, even right over land, it was fuel for this to continue to intensify. And thus, we are seeing the end result of those impacts. When we talk about climate change, we're not talking about, 1 day or 2 days getting hot. These are the impacts we're talking about here, where you get those heat waves, and then you get storms, and you get stronger storms, and you get all sorts of just varieties of different challenges. So, yeah, that's my little soapbox today. But I hope everybody is staying safe out there, and please, thanks for your continued support, and I hope that we've helped a few of you during this storm. But it's not over yet. We still got inflow. We still got the backside of it. We still have some impacts to be had here. So we're going to continue to monitor it.